Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Pastor J. Welcome to Kingdom Conversations. How y'all doing? Listen, I hope that you had a tremendous weekend, and we're going to give everybody a couple of seconds to get on in here. I need everybody to share, comment, like this video. Let everybody know Kingdom Conversation is on the air. I'm going to share it right now myself. Man, we're going to have a great show today. But let's take a few moments and share this video so we get some more people in here, because you guys got to hear this conversation. I get to interview a whole lot of people, man. I get to interview a whole lot of people, but I have been waiting. You hear what I'm telling you? I've been waiting for this one. Number one, because this dude, he don't do this. He don't do this. So the fact that I got him to do this is huge. But he happens to be one of my favorite people on the planet. And it's an honor to get to talk to this great man. And we're going to have a good time. I'm telling y'all now, we clown. And y'all got to pay attention because he's very fast. He's very witty. He says a lot of things. And you got to, if you slow, you're going to miss the blessing. You're going to miss the anointing. But yeah, so I hope you guys had a great weekend, man. I had a great weekend. Big shout out to my pastor, Bishop Darrell Hill, who we just did the grand opening for his brand new location. God shifted him from renting to owning. So we want to give a big shout out to him. He's been such a great example to me in ministry. And I've been rocking with him now for 22 years, man. So it's amazing to be under leadership that not just talks it, but walks it. And he did it in the midst of a pandemic when churches were going into foreclosure, when people were shutting down. And this guy says, yo, Jay, I'm getting ready to buy a building. And I'm like, what? In the midst of a pandemic. So big shout out to my Bishop Darrell Hill. I honor you, sir. I love you, man. Thank you for just being that dude in my life, someone that I could look to for an example in so many different areas in business, ministry. You're just that dude. So big shout out to my Bishop Darrell Hill. And also this week, I want to announce we start our Holy Convocation starting Wednesday night out in Long Island at the brand new building. Dr. Jamal Bryant will be our guest Wednesday night, along with my little brother, Pastor Vincent Bohannon. Now, I told Vincent, I said, listen, if you don't bring Bree Holly, and y'all don't know who Bree Holly is, go check out any clip with Vincent and SOV. Well, let me say Pastor Vincent, because I want to honor his office. But check out Pastor Vincent, his song, Jesus Saved the Day. It's the tall, dark-skinned girl. If he don't bring her, I told him don't even come, because I'm going to shut all their mics off. I'm telling you right now, ahead of time. If you don't bring Bree Holly, don't even bother coming. But listen, while we sharing this video, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to bring my guest back, and we're going to have a good time today. I'll be right back, y'all. All Things Apparel, your boy Jay Hen. That one's for the ladies. That's from our queen line. Every queen deserves a crown. That's for you ladies. But yo, check it out, y'all. I'm gonna put this up now because it's gonna get crazy in a minute. If you want to call in live and talk to me and my guest, that is the call-in number. I know Supe is gonna kill me. 929-610-4947 live on Kingdom Conversations. But listen, y'all, let me get right to it. This young man is a producer. He is a legacy carrier. He's a musician extraordinaire. And we're going to clear the air about some stuff today. We're going to get a lot of stuff accomplished in a little bit of time. But I want y'all to welcome to the stage my brother, my longtime friend, over 30 years. I'm talking Steve Supe White. What's up, my guy? I can't hear you. You're muted. Unmute yourself.
What's happening, bro?
There you go. There you go. Supe, what's cracking, man?
I'm nervous now. You got call-ins. Oh, man.
This is the real deal, brother. This is the real deal.
If it was me and you. If it was me and you,
yeah. It's me and you, but you know,
all right.
I got you.
I do see the exit sign just in case I have to make a quick departure.
So just in case we lose Supe, due to technical challenges, we understand. But yo, I want to welcome. We got some folk in the chat room. Donnell Hughes is one of my deacons. Love you, bro. Terrell Sweeney, the #1 client for all things apparel. Hands down, this guy spends bread with me. What's up, Sweeney? And to Pastor Christopher Lamont Graham, what's up, my brother, all the way from Richmond or Roanoke, Virginia, somewhere down there. Love you, bro. But listen, Supe, thank you for doing this, man, because I know this is not your thing. This is not your thing. But I thank you for trusting me. I thank you for just coming and consenting. But yo, tell us, I know who you are, but tell our audience, who is Steve Supe White?
See, if you wanted to do it correctly, I think I should have had an intro like yours, me walking around and with my LV bag. I mean,
next time, I promise. I got you next time.
Who am I? I'm a regular dude, bro. I'm a regular dude. I worked hard in a few areas. Got lucky in a few other areas. I'm definitely a servant in God's kingdom. Mm-hmm. Musician. Well, trying to be a musician. I'm trying to be a producer.
He's being very modest right now. Very modest. Very modest.
I'm just around, man. I do what I can, anywhere I can. You know?
Well, I'm gonna say this to you, man. I have to give you, and I don't know if I ever told you this. You know, Supe and I, we talk privately, we talk publicly. I don't think I've ever said this to you, but I want to say thank you, bro, because you were the first guy that I saw from our area shift from being a drummer, and you were incredible on the kit. And I watched you shift from being a drummer to a producer to an organist to a businessman, a record executive. I watched you do all of this, man, and you were my roadmap. You were my example that, yo, you don't have to stay stuck on these drums. Even though we love the drums, you were the first guy I seen come from what I come from, the drums, and just take it to a whole nother level, man. So I got to tell you, thank you so much, man, because I'm doing what I'm doing today. I got to give a big percentage of it to you, bro, because I saw you do it first, man. So thank you, man.
That's crazy. I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah. I always watched you, man. I always watched you. And we got to clear something up. There's no beef with the Bronx and Brooklyn, is there?
Yeah, there is.
I knew it. I knew I could get you to admit it. What is the beef, though?
It's not my beef.
Okay.
It's not my beef, because I love everybody that loves me.
Okay.
But Brooklyn, not you. Well, I don't know. I've never had this come from you, but Brooklyn can be a little rough around the edges sometimes. Not the most warmest borough, you know.
You know why? Because the Bronx is a foreign country. The Bronx, Westchester, that whole area up there. Now, you my big bro. I didn't want to do this to you on live, so I'm telling you right now. But there's a nasty rumor going on about you, bro, and we're gonna address it right here.
Jesus.
This is an exclusive.
Okay.
This is a nasty rumor that I've been hearing for about 15 years about you, bro.
I'm already telling you. I'm telling you, no comment.
No. We gotta clean this up because this is ridiculous. I'm tired of people coming to me about you. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna ask Supe. The rumor that has been going on for about 15 years is that you are really from Brooklyn. Now,
no.
Let me tell you why. Supe.
Who
Let
said
me tell
that?
you why. Because you play like you from Brooklyn.
Play
you
what?
Definitely drums, keys. Your swag has always been crazy. Your swag is not. There's not a lot of guys up from the Bronx, and I got a lot of homies up there. I got a lot of bros up there. But the people say Supe was really born in Brooklyn, and I need you to clear that up. Is that true?
Absolutely not. I was born in Albert Einstein Hospital on Eastchester Avenue in the Bronx, New York. I stayed in Bronx until I was able to afford to get out of it. And that was a long, long time.
So the rumor is not true. Supe is not from Brooklyn.
I don't even like to cross the bridge, bro.
Now, wait a minute, Supe.
I'm
gonna tell you.
I love the people that I love the family that I have in Brooklyn. You're included.
Right.
I really don't like crossing that bridge. I don't.
But you know what? It's the same exact way because,
Donnell, he better not have on 30 uptowns. Oh no, Donnell.
No.
Oh, bro.
No. And I'm gonna tell y'all, Supe has always been swagged out since we was kids. Since when I didn't know how to dress, Supe was dressing. I'm gonna tell y'all that.
I should have did better today if you was gonna say that.
Oh, listen, man, you still got it together. You still got it together. He better not have one dirty uptown. Nah, Supe is one of us. Once you get one wrinkle in the sneaker, we don't wear it no more. That's the number one rule. We don't do that. Nah, we don't. Supe always had his gear was always crazy. Cars always crazy.
I wear Jesus moccasins. I want to be like Jesus. That's all I want. But no,
So
I'm definitely not from Brooklyn. I'm from the Bronx, East Bronx, Upper East Bronx, New York, all my life.
You can't cuss on this show, Doc.
I'm not cussing. That's where I'm from.
The East Bronx. Now, if you said West Bronx, we'd have been all right.
Oh no, West Bronx, no. Upper East Bronx. That's where I'm from.
So, David Caton and I had a big argument today about this. I said, Caton, I'm telling you, I think Supe on the low is from Brooklyn because he don't do it like a lot of guys from the Bronx do it.
What's wrong with the Bronx? Like how the guys in the Bronx do it? Because
I don't want to say nothing because I got a lot of friends. I got a lot of brothers up there.
People from the Bronx. So what are we talking about?
I preach a lot in the Bronx. So I don't want to mess my calendar up. But I'm just gonna say this: you different, Supe. You always been different.
I appreciate that.
Is that fair to say?
I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm definitely not from Brooklyn.
Okay, so Caton, we got it. We got it out in the open. Caton, Supe is not. You sure you from the Bronx, Supe? Are you 100%?
I'm positive. I'm a lovable guy. So I love on people and they love on me. So
look at Gertman and all them coming in. I knew your goons from the Bronx was going to show up in here. I'm not scared of you, Gertman. What up, Gertman? That's my guy right there. But listen, I had to ask that. I had to clear that room up because that was floating around
for
a long time. And I'm not going to tell you who started it, but his initials are GH. And he's a drummer.
No, Hayward?
I didn't say the name. You said it, not me. But if it's a lie, Gerald Hayward said it.
I love him, but no.
All right, so Supe is from the Bronx, born and bred. But now let's shift to something serious. You come from such a rich legacy in ministry. Your mother, rest in peace to Bishop Michelle White, who to me personally has to be one of the most effective, not just woman pastors, but pastor/bishop to ever walk the face of this earth. How was it growing up? Because to me, your mom was like a rock star. She was a recording artist, could preach. Mom's was fly. And she just had this thing about her when she walked in the room, we all should be like, yo, that's Bishop Michelle White. How was it growing up with somebody as powerful as your mom's, man?
Oh, so whatever swag you say you detecting, that's definitely from moms. Whatever I picked up, that's from moms. But
Yeah.
growing up with her was just surreal. Like you said, I'm from the Bronx, so the Bronx is not the easiest place to live.
Mm-hmm.
She made it look super easy. She made me think I was rich. You know what I'm saying? So she was just phenomenal. If I could be like 20% of what she was, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
But she definitely was. She is a superstar.
Yeah.
She is a superstar.
I remember when she came to preach for us at Powerful Praise, and we had we always do like a spread for the guest preacher afterwards. She came upstairs and hung out with us, and she told me, she said, I'm adopting you as my new son in the gospel. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you on as my son in the gospel. And then she invited me to come preach. And I tell everybody, if you ever get an invite from your church, first of all, it's one of the easiest places to preach because y'all love the word of God.
Yeah.
Y'all made me feel like I was doggone Noel Jones. The people was rushing the stage.
We love Brooklyn.
Man, listen, it was phenomenal. But then what really did it for me, Supe, one day when the building that I'm sitting in right now, we were in a little storefront church. And we had been trying to get mom to come, but scheduling, it was just crazy. We couldn't get her. And then when we finally got her to agree to come, we left the storefront and we came here over to Tompkins Avenue. And I don't know what made me do this, but I had some contractors in here doing some work, and we had a scaffold in here. And I got up on the scaffold and went live and was showing people what I was doing. And mom logged on to the Facebook Live. And she said, son, get down off that scaffold before you hurt. You don't know what you're doing. I said, no, Bishop, I'm here. We working. She said, check your Cash App. And when I tell you your mom's was the first bishop, the first pastor to sow into this ministry when we moved. And she said, don't tell nobody what I gave you. You can tell them I gave you something, but don't tell them what I gave you. And to this day, I've honored her request. But that just let me see that your mom was one that loved young preachers. She loved to push our generation. She wasn't intimidated. She wasn't bothered. And anytime your church ever needs me for anything, it's no questions asked. When the office called us, we got this regiment that my team goes through for guest preachers, and they didn't know who your mom was. And they was getting all the paperwork that I said, don't you dare send that to Bishop Michelle White. Are y'all crazy? If she wants me, whatever I got, cancel it. I'm going to Bishop White's church. And that's exactly what we did, man. And it was phenomenal, man. I'll never forget. Your moms will never be forgotten, bro. Never.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. So how's ministry moving now that she's no longer here with us? How's the church doing now?
The church is doing actually great, which kind of shows us how strong her legacy was. Because if you lose somebody that fast, like we lost my mom in a period of 2 months.
Wow.
From her diagnosis to her, passing away, it was 2 months period.
Mm-hmm.
So she had such a strong system put in place. And then my uncle, which is her leader, Chief Apostle Gertman, he came in and took over and kind of kept, he kept the ship rolling. But we already had a system in place where we could just push him hard and he wouldn't have to do a lot. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
So it's real dope. So it's an honor to serve him now, our brother, who she was. You know what I mean? It's good. Everything is running great. After the pandemic, you know how that gets.
Yeah.
We still going strong, bro.
That's crazy because I think your mom was also, she was an example to us in so many ways, because for her to be as big as she was, she still submitted to Bishop Gertman. And I think that was a great lesson for us younger guys to never forget that every pastor needs a pastor. You know what I'm saying? And it just
people was hollering. Some big people was hollering at her.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Nope. My brother. Sure. Yeah.
Because they first of all, everybody knows nothing shake in Westchester ministry wise without Bishop White. The Bronx. But that whole area. Because she when I think of that up top, I think of your mom. You know, there's a lot of other great preachers up there, but she's the first one that always came to mind because you guys always had the biggest programs, the biggest concerts, the biggest events. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about before y'all moved to the cathedral. Right. I remember coming to the other church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just being in awe. And that's when I think Scott was still alive. That's how far back we go. Elijah was playing for y'all. You know what I mean? So I used to look at y'all guys. Y'all guys had one of the top church bands, period. y'all would come and I'd be like, yo, this is gonna be a rough night, y'all. These boys ain't playing. These boys come, they come to stand down, 10 toes down.
We knew where it was coming. We knew.
Yeah. We knew. But it's always been a little rivalry there, but it was always respectful, always fun. And you know, we've managed to stay brothers all these years, and that's been an honor, man. But tell me, how was it for you shifting from? Because I'm going somewhere with this part, Supe. So just get ready. I'm going somewhere with this shifting thing I'm talking about. Because I done prophesied to you about 12 times already. You keep ignoring me. But
what time is it? What time is it? Okay.
No, we still got a whole lot of time. But how was it shifting from playing drums to playing the organ?
Oh, well, that was rough. Well, actually, I started. My mom started me on piano.
A lot of people don't know your mom plays too.
Yeah. One hand.
Yeah, one hand.
Yeah, her and my dad started me on piano. I hated it because I had to sit. Yeah. So I wasn't retaining much because I didn't like it. I wanted to play drums. So you know, she ended up opening the church. My cousin, he's on here. Robert Gertman is on here. I was at his father's church, and he used to kick me off the drums. And I said, you know what? When my mom opened up a church, I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. He's on here. So that's all I wanted to do was just play drums. But what happened was our minister of music got offered a deal that he couldn't refuse.
Mm-hmm.
I got pushed. I didn't have an option.
Really?
So it wasn't a choice. It was just something I had to do.
Mm-hmm. With the Gertman.
The transition was it was still tough because that's not my natural instrument.
Are you which one so you're more comfortable on the drums than you are organ?
I'm not comfortable on neither right now, but
why?
Here's how I can tell, because I stopped playing drums. So here's how I can tell that I'm a drummer at heart. I can listen to a phenomenal drummer and know what he's doing.
Right.
I can't do it, but I know what he's doing. I can break it. He did that. I ain't trying it, but he did that.
Right.
Piano and all that. I gotta sit down. I gotta sit down and study. But you know, everything happened for a reason. I ended up being her music director, and I went around, followed her around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we was a team.
Oh yeah. And let me tell you something. That's the dream for every pastor, to get a musician that they lock with. You and mom was such a dangerous combination together. Like you just the way that you flow with her, the way that it's like you kind of anticipated what she was doing before she did it, and it just meshed, man. So that's hard to find, though, man. That's hard.
Relationship. That was my mom. I had to.
Yeah.
If I didn't, I would hear about it right after service.
Because it's hard playing for a pastor that plays.
Right.
And that has an ear, and they hear everything that you did or was supposed to do and didn't do it.
Addie Moss Clark ain't have nothing on her. Nothing.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow.
Mom was rough in rehearsal?
Oh, rough everywhere. But you know, it paid off.
Yeah, because she's produced a lot of great sons and daughters in ministry, man.
Sure.
And that are doing some phenomenal things now. But is there another shift coming?
What do you mean?
Because I when I see you, I don't see you just being music. I see you preaching or teaching, because you probably more of this new age. I don't see you up there. Say I don't see you. Your demeanor is just too cool. I'll handle that part. We'll do the tag team. I'll scream and you just do the cool talk.
I don't know, bro, man. I do know there's an influence out there, but I'm still like, I ain't trying to be deep, but I'm still praying about what's next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, all jokes aside, I saw it on you a couple of times, and I always hit you, and I'm doing it in a joking way, but I definitely see something else. I know it's something else because number one, you're too influential not to do it. I believe it's in your DNA, and I think that this generation needs someone that has lived what you've lived and been where you've been, because your scope is so much broader than a lot of people. You know, we've been blessed, man, since a young age to travel and, you know, see different parts of the world and touring with different R&B artists and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That I don't think that God let us do that for nothing. I think it was a bigger purpose than what we saw at the time. You know, just having fun and making some nice bread and getting to travel. I think a lot of those experiences were for something bigger. And now me being 10 years in pastoring, yeah, I just made 10 years, bro.
You been saved 10 years?
Yeah. No, only 6.
You been saved 10 years?
No, 6.
Okay.
Yo, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this is crazy, because if it was up to me, I would have still been playing for Hez or traveling with the Lord's Boy, somebody, because that was my comfort zone. But I know that God always allows you to become uncomfortable before you really become ultimately comfortable. Yeah. And I think that's what's going to happen with you, bro, because it's a wide open gap, you know, and people think, you know, preaching, you got to do all, you just talking to you, bro. Every time I talk to you, I leave inspired.
Wow.
Every time I talk to you, man. So it's on you. So hear ye the word of the Lord. Lift your hands right now, Supe. I feel like no, I didn't say cross your hands, Doc. I said lift your hands.
Yeah. I mean, I do know that, you know, I've been out. I can almost tell preachers preach about what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of the other angle. I've been out there. I've made enough mistakes. I've been through so much. I can tell you what not to do.
That's
so I know that's a lane, but I don't know if it's preaching. I don't know what it is yet. We're gonna see what it is. But I got something to say. I've been doing.
I know you do.
Yeah, I've been doing.
Because you took a picture one time, and every preacher got a picture like this. You was like this.
That was definitely a joke. That was definitely
no.
It was definitely a joke.
My nana told me there's a little truth in every joke.
Nah, bro.
And when I saw that picture, I hit you immediately. I said, "All right, Pastor." And you know, when Supe don't want to respond, he just won't say nothing. He just won't say nothing. But I know you got the message. I said, "Okay, Reverend." I see he got hit. That's the Love Express pose. He was like, I said, "Okay, we got it. We got it." But you also produced, as my mom would say, some rock and roll music, R&B music.
Yeah.
What secular artists did you have a chance to work with, and what was it like shifting into production? Because you had a real nice run, Reverend.
Mm-hmm.
You had a nice run.
Mm-hmm.
I know them publishing checks was all right.
They still all right.
Yeah, come on here. Come on.
None of the new guys. I did. Who's that? Q said he will ghost you. Nah.
Quentin.
Right. I've worked with Diddy, Jasmine, Sullivan, Music Soul Child, Carl Thomas, Angie Stone, that kind of soulful crew.
Yeah.
A lot of other people too, some hip hop people. I don't get into that too much. I don't get into that. But, I've had my run in that field, but my mom always prophesied. She said, you are going to have some success, in that field, but your biggest blessing is going to be for God, for gospel.
I believe
And
that.
sure enough, I started weaning my way back over to where I was to be. I was always trying to do my own thing. My whole family is all church, preachers, singers. I was like, I'm going that way. I don't see nobody rich over here. So I'm going this way. I did my thing over there, but everything that she said ended up being true. Like my biggest blessing was gospel. When I came back, I was in a seat of producing for like the top people, Don Lawrence and Donnie McKirkland, Kirk Franklin, and Fred Hammond, Marvin Sapp, Dietrich. So I came straight back to that, and I had to go back to. I said, "You never proclaimed to be a prophet, but everything you said came true."
Wow.
So, I did that as long as I wanted to.
Yeah. Now, why did you stop?
I wanted to get over into the executive side.
Okay.
And I just wanted to do something different. That about this. That chase.
It's hard work. It's hard work.
It's harder than the work you're doing.
Yeah.
So, and then when I stopped for a minute, it seemed like the whole industry shifted. So that was the relationship. The relationships also shifted. You know what I mean? So I kind of shifted my whole career. I started getting into commercials and stuff like that, and just trying to find my lane in different places.
That's crazy. Listen, guys, if you want to call in, talk to me and Supe.
Here we go.
We are here. 929-610-4947 live on Kingdom Conversations. I'm talking to Steve Supe White, super producer, musician, all around swagged out. I'm gonna leave this number up because I want to see if we get any callers today. I'm gonna leave this up. But yeah, man, so that was amazing. And I saw you. And the thing that I love about you, Supe, no matter what doors God allowed you to walk in, you never was arrogant. You never was like, I'm not. You always been this cool dude, man. How did you manage to maintain that level of humility? Because by right, looking at your discography, looking at your resume, what you've done, if anybody has a right to kind of act a little like you kind of got that right, bro. But I noticed a lot of people that have been blessed to do what we've been blessed to do don't act like that. It's the total opposite. How did you maintain that level of humility?
This is basically how I was raised. I was raised never get too high or get too low. I knew that at any moment, just as fast as it came, it could be over.
Yeah.
So I don't give that off no way, no kind of way anyway.
We got a caller. Supe. Are you ready?
Nope.
Hey, good afternoon. You're on Kingdom Conversations with Pastor J and Steve Supe White. Who am I speaking to right now?
This is Pastor Gertman. This is Stephen White's cousin.
What's up, Pastor Gertman? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man?
I don't know that man.
Supe said he don't know you.
Yo, listen.
Yes, sir.
What's up, bro? What's going on, man?
Man, I'm good, Pastor. I thank you for taking time out your crazy schedule to call and talk to me and Supe. Can you believe I got Supe online, Doc? Can you believe that?
I cannot believe it.
I'm honored, man, because he don't do this, man.
I'm on it.
Listen, I'm very proud of my cousin. He's come a long way, and since his mother's transition, a lot of things have transpired in his life. Because she was a great support system. So, our family has always been a great support system for each other. So, when his mother transitioned, it was a very big blow, not just for the cathedral, not just for our Reformation, but also for the Gertman family, because she was my father's right hand. And so I just try to keep my cousin focused. I try to keep him encouraged and to let him know that he may undertake and go through and deal with, but to keep on going. So I remember going way back. I'm gonna make this quick and get off the line. I know more people are calling, but one day she allowed me to come to church and preach. And I looked around and looked at him and said, Steve, one day you're gonna be a preacher. He looked at me and said, yo, you crazy, man, not me. I said, yes, it's on you. I see it on you. So, I love my cousin. I love his tenacity. I love that he doesn't give up easily. He's been through, his real testimony really hasn't been told, but, I'm standing fast in agreement with him, in his corner 100% to push him to where God wants him to be. So I just want to let you know, thank you, Pastor Hendrickson, for having my cousin on. And Supe, I love you, cousin, and keep on going. I'm proud of you.
Love you too, bro.
Yeah, hey, yo, Gertman, when he do his trial sermon, we can see
who the real preacher of the family is right there. You just heard.
Ooh, Pastor Gertman? Yeah. Yeah, he's there. And he played drums too, don't he? Oh, a little.
Yeah, I used to play drums. That's a long time ago. That was a very, very, very long time
Yo,
ago.
Supe, what's wrong with you, man?
He didn't tell Pastor Hendrickson.
Yes, sir.
He didn't happen was he didn't know that I was sowing into his life.
Oh, that's what it was.
Understudy, and I was sowing into his life to make him better than me.
Oh, and that's
so
that.
What happened was when
he heard what was happening.
He went on to be this big time drummer, but he never came back to say thank you.
Come on,
Not one time.
So he's like one of the 10 lepers.
Yeah, like one of the 10 lepers. Yeah, he never came back to say, "Oh, thank you, cousin, for pushing me," because I was pushing him.
That's a shame. Supe, you need to tell Pastor Gertman thank you. Right here on the live. Let's squash this.
Pastor Gertman heard what was happening. He heard the developments. He said, "Oh no! You better sit over there." They sat me in the corner with a cowbell and a stick.
Come on here.
They sat me in the corner with a cowbell and a stick. And he said, "Follow my lead." So I'm sitting there.
No problem, because I'm gonna let you have it because this is
sitting there with a cowbell.
I'm gonna let that go right there.
I'm sitting there with a cowbell.
But yo, I love you guys, man. Enjoy the interview.
All right, Pastor. Thank you, man. Doc, you were sitting in the corner doing what now, Reverend?
A cowbell and a stick. But I got nice with that cowbell, bro. I'm telling you, I'm the nicest on cowbell.
Come on. Hey, yo, the crazy thing is, everybody that I know that really became a solid drummer, we got them stories because I call these guys out every time I talk about it. My god brother Tyrone Lewis and another guy by the name of Nat Keith. Growing up, these two used to terrorize us. You just be sitting there waiting because Tyrone was the main drummer at Glorious. He was the guy. He had the long jerry curl. He used to wear his shirts open with a gold chain and all that. He was a fly guy. And you just was waiting for Tyrone not to come to church or to be late. You could at least get one full song in devotional service. That's when they call it devotional service. But they used to come in the middle of the song and snatch the sticks out my hand.
Oh, no, that's bad.
And I would go home and cry. Yeah. And I was like 9 years old. I said, yo, I'm telling you, I'm going to get so nice. I'm going to blow past both of y'all. They were like, get out of here, Jason. Get out of here. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And I said, now y'all at home practicing to me. Y'all got my albums and practicing to me.
Right,
so,
right.
God gave me that little revenge right there.
I hear you.
Amen. I said, God, you vindicated me. I don't have to fight no more. But man, that's crazy. Because Pastor Gertman said he was your inspiration.
No, actually, he was though. He was like, for his day, it was crazy. I just sit behind him and watch him. I learned from him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So thank you, cuz. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. See, this is what we call the J Hen moment. Fat Joe got the Jopra moment. We got the J Hen moment here. That was big. Supe said thank you to his inspiration, Pastor Robbie Gertman. What would we do without Pastor Robbie Gertman? Change. Thank you, Pastor Gertman. But so now, are you done with music, man? Or
No,
are you working on something? Because I know you, man. I know you got something in the oven. I know you do.
I've been doing commercials lately. Been doing some commercials lately. Ford and Kia. I've been working with them.
And can I just call him out, y'all? He's doing all these commercials, and he yet has to call his little brother and say, "Yo, J Hen, come do a little something."
I just got my, when I fully get my foot in the door, you already know what's gonna happen. You already know.
I'm flabbergasted.
It ain't like that. It ain't like that.
Nah, but listen, man, I celebrate you. You always been, and I want you to speak to this in all seriousness, because I think a lot of people become frustrated in the church because they don't know when to pivot. They don't know when to shift and do something else. And you have a lot of, especially musicians, you got a lot of guys that are upset with the younger generation, and they tend to talk a little crazy to the younger cats because they're still trying to do what the younger cats are doing. And one thing I watch people like you, Stanley Brown, different ones that always pivot and position yourself to get multiple checks from different areas and also create opportunities for the younger cats, because we shouldn't be competing with them. We should be hiring them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my mindset. So what made you get into that space, man, of thinking of how to pivot as often as I've seen you pivot?
That's funny you said that, because just yesterday I just hired a minister of music at my church. So I stepped away from music. Yesterday.
Wow.
A new guy. He's 26 years old.
Wow.
So that's the whole thing, man. It's just, first of all, I watched mom do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She was a musician for my uncle, and then she became a choir director, and then she became a preacher, and then she was a recording artist. And so she just kept everything. I learned everything from her. Like, you just can't stay in one spot too long, because people are rising up.
Yeah.
There's gonna be new voices, there's gonna be new names, and people just gravitate to anything new anyway. So you're never gonna be, I don't care how good you are, you're never gonna stay here forever at that.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Like you said, you want to have successors. You want to pour into people so they could in return talk good about you once they get to a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it works. And then you always, whatever you do, you build yourself up to the next point, and then you find a way to pivot to that. Still keep still try to keep have a voice in that area that you just left. You know what I mean?
Listen, y'all, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back and close this interview with Supe. We'll be right back in just a few seconds, y'all. Yeah, we here with Supe White, and that's...
You got to give me the rundown. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Drummer, pastor, clothing line.
Yeah.
Banana, what do you call them?
Banana pudding. Well, they call it a robust dessert line.
A robust dessert line.
Yes.
What am I missing?
Producer,
songwriter,
recording artist, published author.
I need to be doing the show with you as my guest. You're my inspiration.
Nah, man, listen, I just believe with all my heart that, especially after this pandemic, I told God, everything you put in me is coming out. I mean, I went as far to even do a rap single, Supe. And I told all these cats, I was like, yo, I'm telling y'all, I got bars. And they was laughing. I said, yo, all y'all been doing this for like 20 years. I'm going to put out one record and I'm going to get on Hot 97. They was like, whatever, son.
Did it happen?
Immediately.
What?
Immediately.
Please send it to me. I got to hear it. I got to hear you.
I shot my own video.
I got to see that too.
Everything, bro. And I said, because what people don't understand is hard work overrides talent any day.
For sure.
Any day. I said, I never claimed to be no rapper. My cadence is probably old school and all that. I said, but I just want to show y'all how crazy it is when you put your mind to something that there's nothing that can stop you. And I'm like, yo, I'm so strong about what God put in me. If I start selling shoestrings, people are going to buy it because I've learned doing this clothing line and all, people are not really buying the product, they're buying you. And if you just happen to be a good guy, somebody that's respectful, that supports other people, will show that love to you in return. And that's what I've been experiencing. My company is 4 years old now, and we ain't got no sign of slowing down, bro, at all. You know what I mean? So it's something that I think, you know, we gotta just be the example to the younger generation, just how to dream big, because life is bigger than the church. And there's nothing wrong with the church, but, you know, I didn't want to limit myself to just being in the four-wall structure. I want to get in the marketplace and really get to that bag, because it's a different type of bag.
No doubt.
For real. You know, and we like nice toys and stuff, Supe. So, you know.
For sure.
Every time I go up to the Bronx, me and Supe, what you driving now? What you driving? And his car is always a lot nicer than mine.
I got a little rental.
Oh, that's what it is, a rental. But his rentals be like, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't want nobody going up to the Bronx trying to get my brother. But he has nice things. He has nice things. Always has nice things. But yo, Supe, man, if there was anything that you could tell the younger Supe, what would it be?
I don't know if I can say that here.
Listen, this ain't church. This ain't church.
Anything for the older Supe to tell the younger Supe? Don't do it. No, I'm serious too.
That's such a broad statement.
I am so serious in so many areas. Don't do it. Don't stay focused.
Yeah.
Know exactly what you're striving for. Don't look to the right, to the left, straight ahead. Follow God. Never, because for a minute I took my eyes off of God for a while. And just recently, after my mom passed, my eyes was, to be transparent with you, completely off of God. Turned my back, mad, and I'm paying for it. You know what I mean? So in so many areas, God has taught me to just, He's the only source. So that's what I would tell myself, that God is the only source of anything.
That's powerful. And you said something that I think that only people that have experienced it can really touch on. How are you dealing with the grief part of losing Bishop? Because she was everybody's pastor, everybody's bishop, but that was your mom. And I saw a lot of guys calling her mom, and she even adopted me as her son in the gospel, but you were the son. You know what I mean? So while we all were hurt, even while when we went to the cemetery the day of the funeral, I was just standing there watching you, and I'm like, yo, I don't know how Supe is doing this. Like, how are you dealing with that, man? Because you were her only blood son. Yeah.
It was weird. I had to share her all my life. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure because she was that, that type of person.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure watching her develop these relationships where people that weren't her family really felt like they were her family. So it was a pleasure. There was some, deficiencies there. You know how that goes. But I was more for it than against it.
Okay.
But she was, and she's that big that even now in her passing, I still have to share her grief.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because I've had people say it. We all grieving. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. We're all grieving. We're not grieving.
It's not the same.
It's a lot different. So it's been these last 2 years has been a rough ride, but I'm built from the cloth that she's from, and God has helped me. I feel him. God has helped me. So it's nothing that I've done on my own. Like whatever you saw the day at her funeral and before that and after that, that's all God, bro. Like I'm just sitting back and just. I'm not trying to be deep, but I'm just resting in Him. I'm on autopilot, and He's driving me. He's driving me because I ain't got it on my own.
Yeah.
So I can't take no credit for it, but you know, it's this day by day situation.
Mm-hmm.
Anniversary of her death was just Thursday.
Yeah, I saw you was posting up some great memories, and
Yeah,
I love the relationship you had with mom. Like, it was crazy. Like, y'all was like friends. It was like that was your mom's.
Yeah.
That was like your friend as well.
Sure, we roast each other at any given moment. Any given moment. For real. No
I
doubt.
love that, man.
So it's a big void missing, but you know,
yeah.
like I said, the I'm built from, you know, she would want me to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I got to do that.
Yeah. It's something to lose someone as great as she was, great as she is still, even like you said, after her passing. And I think that that's the thing that the takeaway I take from your mom is to live your life not to impress people, but to impact people. Because impressions come and go, but impact lives long after you pass. You know what I mean? And that's what, you know, to this day, bro, your mother, she has this thing, and I took it from her the first time I saw her do it. If you ever look at my church on Sunday morning, when I get up to read the scripture, we do exactly what mom did.
Oh, you read
Psalm
that?
31
Yeah.
and 5, the whole church. Yo, when she came to preach for us, it scared me at first. I was like, yo, they holler back at the bishop like that.
No doubt.
I was like, yo, I'm taking that.
No doubt. No doubt.
And anywhere I go, I make them do that. I'm like, y'all make me feel like I'm at home.
For sure.
When I give you the text, holler it back at me. So I'm gonna do that till the day I stop preaching, man. So I got that from mom. So she just little things like that, man, that she made that was so impactful.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that you get the audience from the top when you're doing that. Everybody's involved, and I mean, people be going crazy. I'll be like, yo, that's Bishop Michelle White right there.
She was a trendsetter. She was definitely a trendsetter.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know Bishop White had a big hit record out back in the day. Is it Sign My Name?
Sign My Name. Timothy Wright wrote it for her. Sign My Name.
Hit record. Big hit record.
We still do that.
Wow.
You know, remixed it 90 times.
Listen.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But yo, Supe, we getting ready to get out of here because I know you got stuff to do. And I got orientation tonight, man. I'm going back one more time. Just graduated with my bachelor's. Now I'm going back for my master's. So
big things. Big things. Man, I'm honored to be here. I'm just honored to be here.
I'm gonna take your line. This guy.
It's serious though. I'm honored, man. Not so many people are doing everything that you're doing and taking it as serious as you take it.
I appreciate it, man. And again, I think that, you know, I don't want to be like the dude that buried the talent. When the master gave him the talent, he was like, yo, I gave this to you. Everybody else took it and doubled up. Right. If you didn't know what to do with it, you should have gave it to one of these dudes.
Yeah.
So I'm just showing God, like, yo, if you give it to me, I'm on it.
Gotcha.
I'm on it, man. So, you know, but there's a game that we play here on Kingdom Conversations. It's off the top of the dome.
Oh, shoot.
Come on, Supe. This has been easy for you.
To be honest with you, I expected something totally. I thought it was gonna be wild, but we're good.
No. I've matriculated a lot.
Thank you.
I've developed and grown a lot.
I appreciate it.
If this was 10 years ago, you would have been in a little hot water by now. But
I would have been gone. But
oh, you would have hung up, yeah, because you know how to do that real good. But it's just called word association. So I'm gonna say something, and you just build on it.
Okay.
It could be a statement or a word that comes to your mind. Just there's no right or wrong answer, but you just build on it. You ready?
I think so.
All right. The first word is loyalty.
Everything.
Second word is, I'm gonna use some of the things you said. Servanthood.
Integrity. That's pretty much servanthood is pretty much integrity.
Yeah.
For me.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Music.
a language that not everyone speaks, but the people that do know where we're coming from.
That's good. That's good. Let's get a little fleshy for a minute.
Oh,
Swag.
God.
Swag.
Swag Supe.
See, listen. Talk your talk, Playboy. Talk your talk, big bro.
4 words, 4 letters. SWAG, 4 letters. SUPE.
SUPE. I love it, man. Listen, I'm gonna let you go because that just blessed me so good. The last thing we do, man, I leave the stage and I give you the stage. I turn my stage over to you so that you can encourage, because we get a lot of people that tune in later on, watch the replay, and we're on like 30 different platforms, so many different LinkedIn, and it's different. They come in rotation. So you have entrepreneurs that watch this show, definitely have musicians, definitely have people that are working in ministry with their parents, and just want to dream. They want to dream big. So I'm going to leave the stage, and I just want you to encourage all of the people that are here and that will tune in later about how to go after what it is they feel they've been created and called to do.
Okay. Well, the first thing is to, number one, and again, not trying to be deep, but you got to develop a prayer life, because God will kind of show you. You might not hear it in some kind of, some kind of strange voice. It's not going to be, like a prophet, like I'm coming to tell you what you're going to do, but God will kind of shift you into knowing where you should be headed. You have to realize what your craft is. First of all, what you're good at, because I'm not one of the people that say, if you don't have any kind of knack for the area that you're looking to thrive in, that you should just go forward in that. You should know what you're good at and then develop that. Invest in it. If you have people that believe in you and people that are your family, whatever, you try to get people to invest in you, show them what your dream is, give them a sample of what your dream is and show them where you're headed, and just trust God on the way. And always keep your head on a swivel for what might be next. Don't get stuck in the same thing. Don't let anybody ever, they will tell you no, but let the no's inspire you. There's going to be a lot more no's than yeses. There's going to be 80% more no's than yeses, but all you need is one yes to get the ball rolling. And then the ball will roll into something else. The ball will roll into another track. The ball will roll into another song. The ball will roll into another hit record. And then you'll find yourself navigating through relationships and just finding yourself being able to navigate in a whole bunch of different areas and then figuring out what your next move should be. If you have a parent or a relative in ministry, you always have to keep grounded. That's not what I always did. I went on the road and lost my mind. Do not forget where God is in your life. God is always first. God is always never second. God is always first. And then your foundation is always second. Never forget your foundation. I have oftentimes forgot my foundation. And then as opposed to inspiring the world, I was letting the world inspire me. But then, I started to turn it around and then, got myself together. And the older you get, you'll realize where you need to be. So just never give up. Never give up and never let that no stop you.
Yo, powerful. The part that blessed me was keep your head on a swivel. It means you always looking around for what's next. That's so powerful. I just want you to do me a favor, Supe. I want you to stop giving that disclaimer before you say what you say. I'm not trying to be deep.
Do I do that a lot?
Yeah, you don't have to do that, bro, because you're just being who you are. Mm-hmm. And what you say is impactful and is powerful. I don't think it's you trying to be deep. I just think it's you being
relatable. I'm known for being relatable.
Yeah. But you trust me, bro. No one looks. I've never heard I'm gonna say this. I've never heard anybody, and I can't say this about a lot of people. I have never heard people say anything negative about you, ever.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Because, people have said some things about me, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me? Are you crazy?
I'll call you after this.
Yeah. but seriously, I mean, everybody got stuff on them. That's great. But I'm just saying overall, when it comes to you, since we've been kids, everybody just always thought that you was that cool dude, and that's all you ever been to me. So I only judge people on what they've been to me, and you always been a brother to me. Always showed me mad love, and always encouraged me, man. Always, let me know that you got my back, and you encouraged me to stay fly, bro. Because I'm looking at you like, bro, we gonna do this till they tag our toe, brother.
Until they run out of Just for Men.
Come on. Well, you know what? They got a new one, Doc. See, the Just for Men. I'm going to let out a secret.
Don't try to take me nowhere else.
No. Listen to me. This is gonna bless you. See, the Just for Men. It's like almost like a Sharpie. And see, we light-skinned brothers. But I'm getting ready to give you the new keys to the kingdom.
I'm gonna help you out real quick.
Go ahead.
We can't do jet black.
No, I do the darkest brown.
You got see you the red light skin. You the red light skin.
See, you high yellow.
I do real black.
Do real black. But what's gonna bless you though, Supe, is I can't believe we actually gonna hear talking about hair dye. We getting old, brother. But listen,
I'm lit.
Listen, I just the other day I was flooded, and I said, "Nah, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet." Grandfather now 3 times.
Oh.
You a grandfather yet?
Oh no. You only grandpa. No,
I'm the only one.
I'm holding on.
Oh well, bless you. I'm out. Don't ever. You my brother, but I'll cut you soon. I'll cut you.
Hey, Papa.
Yo, that's what I make them call me. Yeah, they cannot call me grandpa.
Pop
head. Pop head. But yo, Beijing got this new joint out. Listen to me. Beijing done hit the jackpot, because what happens with Just for Men, you put it on your head and it stains your skin. You put it on your face, it stains your face. But what Beijing, this new joint they got out, it only stains the hair. You could put it right here on your forehead, everything. And
so wait. So you do the hair too?
I do everything, man.
I don't do the hair.
I don't do the beard. I'm letting the gray grow in the beard. I just do like the outline of it. But I don't know what it is with the hair.
I let the top gray out. I just can't do both. So I do this.
But you know what it is, real talk? When I rock the gray hair, it gets me a lot of attention, and I'm not comfortable with it.
You can't, Pastor. No attention. No attention.
It gets a lot of attention, brother. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm old enough to be your grandfather. That's what are you talking about? It's very uncomfortable for me. So I don't get bothered when I'm like this.
Keep it like that.
Yeah, because when I let them grays stay, Doc.
We rebuke him.
Yeah, I gotta back. Dust out, hit me, Satan. Get out of here.
Come out.
But yo, Supe, man, thank you so much for coming, man. I know this was out your element. I love you. I honor you, bro. I respect you. And anytime I can do anything for you, bro, it's just a phone call, my dude. Just a phone call. Yes, sir. Yes, all right, man. Thank you for coming, Supe. We'll talk soon, all right?
Love.
All right, love, man. Yo, everybody, that was my brother, my boy, Steve Supe White, super producer, soon to be a pastor. He don't know it, but I'm calling it out. I see it all on him. And because he doesn't want to do it, that's probably even more indication of why it's going to happen. But I just want my brother to know that whatever he does, I got his back. We've been friends for over 30 years now, and never changed on me, man. So I appreciate you, Supe. Listen, y'all, this has been an amazing edition of Kingdom Conversation, and I want you guys to remember, no one can stop you from becoming who you've been called and created to be but you. I see my big sister on here, Pastor Bettina Pennon, one of the most phenomenal vocalists on the planet. I just had her do a joint with me on the soundtrack that I'm producing, and when I tell y'all, Pastor Bettina came in the studio and just turned the place upside down. Let me say something. There's some people you can always count on to deliver. That's Pastor Bettina. She is amazing, beautiful, inside and out. And I'm just happy to see her thriving, doing what she's been called and created to do. So as I was stating, guys, we have so much going on right now. We got a brand new single out, Another Chance. I want you guys to check that out. I want you guys to look. Matter of fact, let me do this for Supe. Let me do this for Supe real quick. I'm gonna tell him to go back and watch this. I'm gonna end the show with my rap video. A lot of y'all didn't even know that I did this, but again, just to show you guys, take that. My father, yeah, because pastoring is not easy. It's really not easy, and it's difficult. It's one of the most difficult jobs I've ever had in my life. But when you call to it, and this is not just for Supe, but this is for anybody. When you're called to pastor, God will give you the grace to do it. And he'll give you the grace. And that's how you really know that you've been called, when you've been given the grace to do it. But let's end the show. This is what I talked about. Again, I am not trying to be a rapper. I just want everybody to know that if it's in your spirit and you want to get it done, you can. So this is the rap single that I put out. And my rap career was very short. I did one single. I had one battle. And I completely trashed this guy. His name is Gabe. And he goes to Pastor Davy Wright Church. He ran up on me, y'all. And I lit him like a 4th of July candle. Lit him up all the way. Kind of retired him. But, I'll let y'all see. And again, this is not something that I'm trying to do. But I just wanted y'all to see that when you have an idea or have something in your spirit, that you actually can get it done. So this is for my bro, Steve, Supe White. Check it out, Supe. Here you go. It's a joint called Change My Life. And I recorded it 1 week, and the next week, it was blazing on Hot 97. And there's a lot of cats that's been doing it way longer than me that ain't never been on the Hot 97. But your boy made it. Holla at me. Here we go. Change.
Yeah. Come on, Jay. I told you I was going to do it. Y'all ain't believe me. Here we go. Come on. 1 second, let me testify. I want to testify about all that changed my life. Let him change your life. I'm a witness, he will make you know. Let him in, he'll do the same for you. Listen, let me tell you about a funny story about this kid named Jay from the borough BK. Never had a lot, but always stayed clean. Growing up in the hood, like a movie scene. From the Twilight Zone, it was black and white. But I wanted better, so I know I had to write about all of my ups, about all of my downs. Life is sweeter because of this love I found. 1 second, let me testify. I want to testify about all of that changed my life. Changed my life. I'm a witness, he will make you new. Let him make you new. Let him in, he'll do the same. Let him in, come on. So as time went on, I got a little stronger. Left that old lifestyle, I couldn't get no wronger. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I miss it. Please help me, Lord. I gotta stick with this new plan and the way I'm walking. Got a brand new swag. Hear how I'm talking about my ups, about my downs. Life is sweeter because it's love I found. 1 second, let me testify. Let me testify about all of that change. Said it changed my life. Said it changed my life. I'm a witness, he will make you new. Woo! Let him in. I got one more though. Listen, I'm living better now, cause I'm really free now. Got everything I want, got everything I need. So when you see me smiling, no longer out here wilding, doing my 2-step, I never shall forget all the things he's done. I'm doing this for fun, no longer just the drums, and only hear someone. So through all of my ups and through all of my downs, life is sweeter because it's joy I found. 1 second, let me testify. sweeter now that I got you. Life is sweeter now that I got you.
Put your hands on it. Put your hands on it. Come on. Another one from the Music Machine. Del Rey Music Group.
Changed my life, y'all. Listen, got it done. One and done. No more rap for me. I'm going back to what I do, man. But y'all be encouraged. Dream big. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. For you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You've got the ability and you got the capacity to do whatever it is, man, that God placed in your spirit. Go for it. You have been called and created to be something great. No one can stop you from doing that except you, which means you're literally unstoppable. Thank y'all for tuning in to Kingdom Conversations. Again, thank you to my guest, Stephen Supe White, my friend and my brother. Anything that he's doing, y'all, follow him on social media. I am Supe, Stephen White. Look him up. He's everywhere. He's doing amazing things. I pray that you enjoy the rest of your day. My dad said this. Let me give my dad some play. When you stop dreaming, you may surely die. Facts, Pop. That's the truth. That's my dad, y'all. I love my pops. I love you, Dad. Thank you for supporting and being the backbone to everything that I do, man. I honor you. You are my superhero. You know that. I love you, Pop. All right, y'all. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Thank you again for tuning in to Kingdom Conversation. We're going to have some more great conversations. Thank you to Pastor Robert Gertman for calling in and participating. Thank you to everyone in the group chat. I see you. I love you. Thank you to everyone that will come back and watch this on our other platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn, everywhere else. I honor you all. Have an amazing day. And remember, you got this. It's go time. Peace.